Our revered Gurudev, Swami Shri Nikhileswarananda, once said, "The day known as Guru Paduka Siddhi Divas holds as much significance as the day of Guru Purnima." Gurudev Sachidanandaji himself revealed a very important truth. Only very rare and fortunate souls are able to establish their Guru in their hearts. Only a few people, through their thought, meditation, spiritual practice, contemplation, awakening of Kundalini, or through the influence of merits from past births, can establish the Guru within their hearts and give him a sacred place there. About such divine Gurus, before whom the entire world bows in reverence, I rarely speak in my discourses. Because they are supremely exalted beings of divine consciousness, perhaps my lips are not capable of uttering words of such divine height. That is why I only sometimes chant those words softly upon my lips. They have said something profoundly important. A Guru is not an object that can be seen, nor a form that can be merely observed. The Guru is a radiant embodiment of pure light, a blazing cluster of divine energy. Just as the human body, no matter how beautiful, strong, powerful, wealthy, or prosperous it may be, has value only as long as it contains life. When life departs, that body becomes meaningless. Its wealth, its austerity, its beauty, all become futile. Everything we take pride in, our form, our capabilities, our beauty, our wealth, our ego, eventually perishes, because there is no life within it. Likewise, life itself without a Guru is like a body without life. It may appear to live, but true life does not exist. A person may appear alive, yet without knowledge, without purpose. His life is like a lifeless body, devoid of consciousness, enthusiasm, joy, or vitality. This is because he has not learned the sacred art of establishing the Guru firmly in his heart. A Guru is not an ordinary person, not merely a teacher, not something that can be loved as an object, seen as a form, or touched as a substance. The Guru must be installed within the heart. No one has ever seen or touched prana, life force. Yet everyone knows that without prana, there is no life. If we fail to understand this, we merely keep moving, chasing money at one time, spouse at another, wealth, beauty, status, job, or business, always running. We carry our own dead body upon our shoulders, like one carrying a corpse to the cremation ground. There, 4 people carry the body. Here, we ourselves carry our own lifeless being. When can this change? Only when we awaken the life principle within, when we awaken that divine consciousness, when we establish the Guru in our heart. To establish the Guru, no prayer, no hymn, no mantra is necessary. For the Guru is like a fragrance, unseen, yet deeply experienced. The Guru, too, is always around us like a divine aroma. When we become aware of that fragrance within ourselves, consciousness awakens within us. If someone were to close our eyes, nose, and mouth, a person would die within 5 minutes, because the life breath would stop. Similarly, if the breath, fragrance, and consciousness of the Guru are absent from our life, then we are merely bodies, not truly alive. The Guru's breath cannot be seen. His essence cannot be fully grasped by our eyes, because the Guru himself is the embodiment of the Supreme Brahman. Yet, he continues to manifest his divine Maya, graceful illusion, for wherever Brahman exists, there too does Maya dwell. If that divine Maya, illusion, were not there, thousands of disciples would sit clinging to his feet day and night. The moment they truly realize that the Guru must be established in the heart, from that very instant they can no longer remain apart from him. They wash his feet with their tears. No one else can find a place in their hearts. No other emotion can reside there. Just as we cannot live without oxygen, in the same way, a disciple cannot live without his Guru. Within his heart there is always a restlessness, a yearning, a deep inner ache, and those who feel that ache are truly the most fortunate. Devotion is not achieved through flowers or garlands. It is realized only through tears. When tears come, it means that pain has arisen in the heart. It is a feeling of emptiness, like a fragrance that comes close to us and then drifts away. When that divine fragrance, the Guru's aroma, fills our very life breath, only then does life become complete. Otherwise, we may appear to live, but we are merely carrying our own body on our shoulders. Thousands live in that same way, carrying the weight of their own lifeless existence until one day they fall, and others come to lift them and carry them to the cremation ground. There is no smile on their face, no joy in their life, because they have not yet recognized the Guru. To truly recognize the Guru, one must remove the veil of Maya, illusion. The Guru dwells amidst Maya, because he must live in this world and sustain his presence here. Imagine, if I were to call 100,000 renunciates and say, "Do not come here," they still could not stay away even for a moment. With tears streaming down, they would wash the feet of the Guru, weep, plead, unable to bear even a moment of separation, because their hearts are bound with the longing for their Guru. I understand well the pain of separation, the anguish through which you pass each day. I know how deep the yearning and restlessness within your hearts are. When I carefully watch my disciples, I can see their tears flowing. Even from afar, I perceive it. Yet, even then, I must remain firm before them, because I have another duty as well, toward those who live in the household life. I can say with certainty that depth, that intimacy, that spiritual height is present in the true disciples, but it does not come easily to those who live a worldly life. It can come, but only when the heart opens. Only when the flower of the heart blossoms can Brahman be established upon it. From the navel of Lord Vishnu, a lotus arose and blossomed. Upon it appeared Lord Brahma. Therefore it is said, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwar. Only when the lotus of your heart blooms does the Guru become established within you. If the doors of your heart remain closed, how can the Guru enter? If there is no pain, no longing, no inner tapas, spiritual fervor in your heart, then you again become entangled in Maya. And from that same illusion you will return. I know that you will again become bound by that Maya. That is why I continue to keep my gaze upon you. Because when that inner pain and longing awaken within you, you will not be able to stay away. I cannot bear to see your tears. That is why, at times, I become like a child with children, like an elder with elders, like a guru with my disciples, like a friend with my friends, like a family member with my family, and like a father with my son. Everyone thinks, he belongs to me. Ask any one of my disciples and he will say, Guru loves me the most. Everyone feels the same, but in truth, I am only sharing love. It is my act of giving. What I seek from you in return is a single thing, a pain, a sigh, a longing that says, we cannot live without our Guru. Whenever I speak these words, it becomes very difficult to hold back my tears, for I remember the most precious moments of my life were those spent sitting before my own Guru. The value of those moments cannot be expressed in words. Even now, as I sit before you, I must leave within 2 hours. Yet those monks say, we came only 3 hours later. What wrong have we done? You cannot comprehend their pain, their language. You cannot understand the worth of their inner touch or the depth of their devotion. That is why the tradition of Guru Pada Puja, worship of the Guru's feet, was established. Because if you cannot yet install the Guru in your heart, at least install his feet in your home. When those sacred sandals, the Padukas, are placed in your house, someday the Guru himself will come to your home. That is why his feet are sent first. When the Padukas are established, a little devotion, a little pain, a little longing awaken within you. There will come moments when you converse only with your Guru. Distance, separation, the world. None of these are true barriers. If we simply close our eyes and speak with the Guru established in our hearts, that is true nearness. The real value and essence of life lie there. Only one who experiences that bliss, who abides in that bliss, truly knows it. A worm in the gutter cannot enjoy the fragrance of a rose. It cannot even know the worth of the rose. Only those who can sense the fragrance understand how precious, how divine the rose truly is. The same way, the love you send to me does not flow back in equal measure, because you are bound by your karmas, by the limitations of your worldly thoughts. That is why I call you. Sometimes through letters, sometimes through retreats, sometimes through spiritual practices, sometimes through writings. Then you come running, and I embrace you to my heart. I make you sit beside me, and I speak with you in your own nature, however you are. You bring with you a face filled with despair, and I remain silent, because in those few moments, you dissolve in my fragrance. In those moments, your heart melts, a smile appears on your face, and your mind fills with joy. It feels as if the fragrance has filled your entire body, your mind, every pore of your being. See how in such brief moments one can find so much sacred joy, so much divine happiness. Imagine how your life will transform after deep spiritual practice. Bliss will blossom within you, and your own voice will reach higher states. That is the true meaning of Guru Pad Puja Day. Because perhaps you do not yet have the capacity to invite the Guru physically into your home. But if the Guru does not enter your house, that house becomes like a cremation ground. The home in which you live must be sanctified by His presence. Because your destination is not the cremation ground, your path is toward immortality, toward life, toward the divine flow of consciousness, toward the magnificence of nature. I share with everyone that light, love, joy, and tapas, spiritual fire. In return, you offer me your sorrows, your pain, your fears, your worries. And like Lord Shiva, I drink that poison in silence, holding it in my throat. What you receive from me thereafter is love, joy, and blessings. Because you are mine. You are a part of my very life breath. But being part of my breath is one thing. Establishing that life force within your own being is another. The meaning of Guru Pad Puja is this. Today, take the Guru's Padukas to your home and install them. And wait for that sacred moment when the Guru himself comes and accepts your hospitality. None are more blessed than those who receive such fortune. That lotus, that Guru consciousness, that supreme Brahman, to establish that there is no barrier of age, race, or color. It is purely a matter of living consciousness. And truly, your fortune is greater, more beautiful, and more valuable than mine. I can promise you that. Because today, this day, this very moment, I should have been spending with my own Guru. I too am a disciple, but I could not sit at his feet. You can. Therefore, every moment you spend is more valuable than mine. After that, I have my duties toward family, toward disciples. I had to spend the entire night with them, yet their love did not lessen. They come back to me again, clinging to me like vines around a tree, feeling safe in my embrace. Only when you surrender completely can I truly unite with you. Life is very short. It melts away quickly. I have said many times, there is no guarantee for my life. I do not know when I will dissolve into renunciation again. I sit among you surrounded by fire, I at the center, and I smile, because I cannot bear to see your pain, cannot endure your faces filled with despair. That is why I try to descend to your level. A Guru cannot come down entirely to your level. It is not possible. Even accomplished yogic masters cannot fully grasp the meaning hidden in my discourses. The same Guru who speaks such profound truths may appear before you like a simple man telling a small joke. But behind that act lies a single selfless reason. To stay at your level, to see a smile on your face. Those few moments become the true treasure of your life. Later, when you return home, again and again you recall, Guru sat like this, I said that, he smiled that way. Those moments are your real wealth. If you can establish the Guru in your heart, your life becomes sacred, immeasurably precious. My Gurudev's command, I must obey it. I cannot even think against his will. And his instruction was, this work you must do. That is what I am doing. No matter how much separation or hardship there may be, there have always been seekers, and there always will be. Listen to me, just a few moments more. Hear me completely. My life, my birth, they are not ordinary. They are the will of nature. Nature gave me birth to perform certain divine tasks. I was born with a special message to awaken the consciousness within you. Living through that separation, that renunciation, that discipleship, I wander in this world, only to share that journey of practice, knowledge, sacrifice, and love. Even great yogis, through the realization of Brahman, attain direct experience of truth. To such ones also I appear in another form, always striving to convey my message and my living consciousness in a way they can understand. But those with immature minds cannot perceive that experience, cannot comprehend what Brahmatattva truly means, cannot grasp its value. Likewise, you too have not yet fully understood me. The day I leave, the only thing that will remain with you is my fragrance, nothing else. Even after you return home, you will not be able to stay without me, not even for a single moment, because my fragrance has merged into your very breath. Whether it is after 2 days, to months, or to years, you will still carry within you that divine fragrance, that incomparable bliss. That fragrance is the very essence of Brahman. It is not the scent of an ordinary being. Every moment you spend with me is a moment of perfection, a moment of the Supreme, a moment of God realization. God himself does not descend like the wind. He must take a form. He is born as Rama, as Krishna, as Buddha. He requires hands, feet, eyes, and ears to manifest himself. You are fortunate, for you cannot see your past lives. That is a blessing for you, though it brings sorrow to me, because I've seen them, not only the previous life, but many before that. From the time of Buddha until now, I have witnessed 25 births. In every single one of them, I have been with you. That is why you must search for me, recognize me through the countless births, call out to me again, and once more learn from me, so that your life does not go to waste. If you do not meet me, your life will again fall into illusion and become filled with pain. Even the fragrance that you now experience, this divine aroma, will fade with time and dissolve once again into Maya. You will live amidst greed, falsehood, and the stench of worldly desires. Truly, I should not speak about myself. I should not remove the veil of illusion from you too soon. Because the moment you recognize me as the same being bound to you from previous births, from that day you will never be able to live without me. Without me, you cannot survive. That is not life. I call that a living corpse. For 2 hours or 4 hours, you may only see this body, made of blood, flesh, waste, and sweat. But what I am trying to touch is not your body. It is your life force, your soul. Every moment of my life passes with intensity and unrest. Has anyone ever realized that even the Guru has a body? That he too needs rest? That he too longs for moments of joy? That he too wishes to smile? Because even for this body to survive, some happiness is essential. You give me your pain. In return, I give you my smile. You share your sorrows silently. I drink your poison. Just as Lord Shiva held the venom in his throat. Then, with my language of love, my sweet voice, and my joyful tone, I awaken you once again. Then you go back, lose yourself again in delusion, fall once more into Maya. And again, I call you back. Thus the entire cycle of life continues. Today is the day to recognize this truth. Our bond is not of the body. It is a bond of life breath, of souls, of the pulse of existence itself. Otherwise, your body is no different from that of an animal, like a cow, a bull, or any other creature. Your father, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, they all have gone. Your generation too will pass. But if you do not experience that bliss, that divine smile, it will be your misfortune. There exists one being in your life, one whom you can see, feel, and experience. That is your greatest blessing. Your father did not have that fortune. It has been granted to you. If you sit by the banks of the Ganges and still thirst for water, it is not the Ganga's fault. If you close your eyes before the sunlight, It is not the sun's fault. If fragrance exists and you close your nose, I am not to blame. Then what can I do? Should I strike you? That is not my dharma. But again and again, you return to illusion and shut the doors of your heart. Each time, I remind you, our bond is eternal. You cannot forget it or erase it. But until when? When will that moment come when your eyes glisten with tears, when your voice falters, when you utter Guru, and the Guru stands before you, manifest? When will that moment come when you are lost in supreme bliss, when you dance, when you drown in divine ecstasy? When will you drink that nectar, until your consciousness itself becomes intoxicated? When will that moment come? In which lifetime will it appear? If even through me it does not come to you, then I have no joy left in this world. I do not ask anything of you. You have nothing material to offer me. I ask for only one thing, your heart, your smile, your love. What I seek within you is a restlessness, a yearning, a deep longing, because separation, virha, is the sweetest music of life. Those who can truly hear the song of separation are unmatched in this world. When you sit alone and sink into that longing, the supreme truth, Brahman, reveals itself before you. In those moments, you forget the world. Such moments are the most precious of all. And so, on this Guru Padha Puja day, I open my arms, wishing to draw you into my heart, to let my fragrance flow into you, to fill you with my consciousness. But you still stand afar. I can call you, I can explain to you, but I cannot experience it on your behalf. Make your life sacred. Establish the Guru within your heart. In those moments, close your eyes, place the Guru before you, and bathe his feet with your tears. Then you will truly realize there exists a presence with 1,000 forms, 1,000 colors. In one moment, he is one form, in the next, another, and yet another in the next instant. One form when he is at the office, another near the machine, a different expression while delivering a discourse. Each one is but a reflection of the same infinite being. A human being cannot live through 1,000 lifetimes, but Krishna did. Radha says, Krishna is mine. The Gopikas say, he belongs to us. Yashoda says, you are my son. Even Kamsa remembers him. So do Uddhava, Rukmini. Everyone claims Krishna as their own. Krishna was with each of them, in the form they needed him to be. With Arjuna, he appeared as the embodiment of battle. With Radha, as the essence of love. Arjuna did not know love. Radha did not know war. Because Krishna could change his form according to the heart that called him. And so I call out to you, with sacred words, with my heart wide open, with both hands extended, because time is short and the destination is still far away. Let it not be that your feet grow weary, that your path turns astray, or that distance comes between us. I know that once you return home, you may not be able to call upon me, no matter how much you try. Perhaps it will be your weakness or your circumstances that stop you. But a true person is one who breaks through all barriers and still stands firm. I cannot leave you, because I have poured the oil of my own life into the lamp that lights your path. I have filled your face with my joy and washed away your sorrows with my own countenance. It is my duty to give you love, to give you closeness, to offer you my inner being. Only the sincere can truly experience this nearness. The message I send you today, as deep as your devotion is, that same degree of the Guru's living presence will come to you. You can keep the Guru alive only in your heart. I pray to my Sadguru that within you a flame may be born, a fire, an ecstasy, a wave of bliss that comes rushing toward you, that you may be filled with joy, dance in divine ecstasy, and drown in spiritual rapture. This is the most emotional, sacred day. Your tears, the trembling in your voice, the passion of your heart, all these testify that you are mine, that you are connected to my very life breath. The pain of separation you feel, that same pain burns in me, but far more deeply. Your tears flow outward, mine I must swallow within. Because I am a man, I cannot weep aloud. Yet my heart is far more tender than all of yours, far more emotional, far more filled with remembrance of you. When the memories become too strong, I immerse myself in work, not 12 hours, but 16 or 18, just to keep from drowning in thoughts of you. But even then, every moment, your image remains etched within my heart. I love you deeply, more than life itself. As the evening of life approaches, may our bond never break, may your fingers never slip away from my hand. For wherever there is union, there will be separation. Wherever there is friendship, there will be pain. None can escape this truth. There are moments so painful that words cannot carry the music of my heart or the anguish of my soul. You release your sorrow through your tears. I must swallow mine in silence. All I can say is this: I love you. I love you very, very much.
If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for notifications. If you liked the video, please press like button and share it with your friends. Thank you.